Afternoon. We finally got a break in the weather, and I thought I'd do a video. It's been so damn hard trying to do this stuff with uh, below zero temperatures. It was killing me. It's mid-30s today. Beautiful. Dogs loving it. Um, I want to talk a little bit about, the typical week up here where we are in Minnesota. Some of the interesting things that have changed over the years are, chores. Um, my wife takes care of the house, and I mostly do the shopping. I do the laundry. I take care of the dogs. It's kind of a role reversal, but, I don't know if it's roles, but just doing what needs to be done to get to the other side. You know, Shopping here is pretty easy for us anyways. We got a very set diet. We're carno-ketovores. So we eat meat and cut out all processed food, which really keeps the food bill low. I can almost tell you what it's going to cost me when I go to the store to do our weekly shopping. It's close to $100 and something bucks. And that's kind of trimmed down to the nub. The other part of my day is just taking care of the dogs, making sure they get walked, play with them. They've had really bad cabin fever. Suki's gone nuts out here. Now that the weather's broke, squirrels have come out, so of course she has to chase them. There's going to be a lot more yard work coming up, and I'll probably talk about that. But, it's things are more or less simple. The little town close to us, it's got about, 3,000 people. There's a couple stores there. It's like everything else in America that local shopping's disappeared and moved into the big box stores. So we got to go about 30 miles north to do that. And other than that, there's life is simple. And, it's been a long, rough winter. We got hit with cold. We dropped below zero in December, first week of December, and stayed there up until about last week. We got no adjustment period. Normally that 0-degree weather starts about the first or second week of January, goes through the beginning of February, and then slacks off. Not this year. We dipped down below zero, and we lost one of our heaters in the house, which kept we were about 40 degrees in the house. It was a meat locker. And of course, out here it's really hard to find anybody to fix anything. And this particular heater I'm not familiar with, nor was I in a place to tear it apart, when it's that cold in the house. The problem when you get to my age, I'm in my late 60s, that this cold just sinks into your body and you can't get it out. And we're going to be a little more prepared next year. Hopefully we'll have a little more scratch coming in, take care of some of the projects we need. That is, of course, if the world holds together in that time. As I said, mostly I want to talk about chores, that I do around here. And, there's a lot of shoveling snow. And I even had to shovel the driveway once, which is kind of interesting on a prosthetic leg, but what the hell, you do what you got to do. So that's about all I got for today. I'll touch back in a few days. Have a great evening, and God bless.